Hello, my crafty friends. It's Michelle, the Southern Shell, and today is all about glass beads and foam trees. This is the Craft Fair 2025 preparation. So these are items that I made earlier this year, and I will link videos to the ones I actually created videos for. But these are the icicles I created, and I did not make videos on these. They're pretty self-explanatory. But if you would like to see a video, I would love to go ahead and create some more. Just let me know in the description box below that you're interested in seeing the process for icicles. These are beautiful. These are different sizes of glass beads. I might have done these probably around Christmas time last year is when I created these. And I just had the different sizes of the glass beads and tapered them down. Here I have the Snowman one. I created the hats out of a black glass bead and a disc spacer. I used the snowman head and body, and I tied a little bit of lace, some white sheer lace, to create a scarf. These are some beautiful black and silver ones up there at the top, and then some navy and Santa Claus. And like I said, they're all glass. And so I'm going to separate these up into sets of 3. And each of these sets will be sold for $5 each or 4 for 20. So I have these sheer bags here that have the drawstring on them, and that's what these are going to be sitting in when I sell them. And so I went ahead and took a twist tie that's gold, and I linked it through all of the ornament hooks that I actually made for these ornaments using my para wire. Once they're all in there, I drop it down into the bag and give it a pull. I want to make sure that they stand upright in that bag, so I make sure that that twist tie is out the top. And now you can see the beautiful set of 3 icicles in that black. So now I needed to finish up the snowman. These were the only ones that I did not add a homemade hanger to. So I just have this black satin red ribbon here. I'm going to give it a trim at about 8 inches. Then I'm going to loop it through the top of those snowman hats that I created. It's just where I pulled the wire through and then created the loops for the ring on top. Pull that ribbon through, tie a knot right there, pull it nice and tight, and then I'm going to trim it off and come in with a lighter, and I'm going to melt the ends of those together so that it will not come apart. Now you can use hot glue if you'd like, or some Fabri-Tac, but I find using the lighter method here works just fine. Once I get them all done, you can see here I have 2 sets of 3. And once again, just tying a knot at the top of that, pulling it nice and tight, giving it a good trim, and then coming on in with the heat of the lighter and melting the ends of that. And there you have these adorable snowman icicles. Now I'm going to come in with that twist tie once again. I make homemade bread, and my bread bags that I buy to store our bread in come with the twist ties. And I reuse them, so I end up having extras all the time. So here we go. Look at how stinking cute these look, and they just turned out adorable. Look at all of those. They're ready to go. I'm just excited. So here are some more of the glass bead items I made. Here I have a set of mini ornaments, and I've created the ornament hook and strung some of those Rydell beads on there with some sparkly glass beads. I used the same beads to create the little miniature wreaths right there. And of course, I made some snowman bag clips that can go on your purse or onto your backpack or anything like that. Now I'm just going to put these into that little white bag, and then I'll put the price on there. Sometimes I go ahead and print my tags and cut them out, but right now I had this box of tags I needed to use, so I went ahead and did it. And this is a set of 6 miniature ornaments for $7. And now I have the bag pins here, and I'm putting those just at $2 each. And I have little display holders that I've actually created, and I will hook those onto one of my display cards and hang it up with the jewelry that I sell. Of course, we have our little miniature wreaths here made out of the Rydell and the glass beads. I have some ribbon and bells towards the top, and of course, handmade ornament hooks on there too. So, for the foam trees, these are the ones that I am getting ready on this video for the craft fair. I will link the videos for the miniature ones and for the quilted ones here. So the first thing I did was I had created this green one here, this green tree, and it just blended into the tree when I had it on there. You can turn the lights on, but if you have white lights on your tree, it's just going to blend into the rest of your tree. So I went ahead and pulled out some of my white Waverly chalk paint, and I did a faux snow all over my tree here. And that's going to help it pop out just a little bit more. But I love this tree because it's very rustic. I used some Dollar Tree greenery and some mini pine cones and stuff from our yard, and it just turned out beautiful. So I went ahead and just updated this one so it wouldn't blend in. Now these quilted ones I had done, and of course I'm going to link that video, but I love this one's my favorite, the buffalo check. And then I used the little miniature ones. I think these are the 3-inch foam trees, and I made these smaller ones. And they just turned out so stinking cute. Oh my goodness, they were fun. I had gotten the little one. I got all of these trees through Temu, and they were just beat up. And I had to come up with something to help hide the dents and dings in these foam trees. So I was looking at this one, and towards the top where I was trying to quilt the twee, it just was really tight for those little pieces across the top. So I'm coming in with some of this sheer, tie a shoestring bow on the top of this. I'm using the Fabri-Tac just around the back there, and then I'm going to pull it just tight enough where that ribbon can grab into that Fabri-Tac glue. I'm going to pull it around the front, and we're just going to create a shoestring bow right here on the front. I'm going to do it by creating little bunny ears. So we're going to take those 2 little bunny ears and tie it down nice and tight, and then you're going to fidget with it just enough to get those loops right where you want them to be and the tails where they meet.
All right, y'all. So here's our glass beads and foam trees. Craft Fair Christmas 2025. Getting all ready. I will leave links to the original videos where I'm creating these items if I have them available. I hope that you enjoyed this process of me getting ready for the craft show. If you like this type of video, give me a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, I hope you will consider doing so by hitting that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification, and YouTube should notify you when my next video has gone live. As always, guys, stay safe, God bless, and bye for now.